Welcome back. Sometimes it's difficult knowing where to begin when you or an older loved one is faced with a challenge, but there are plenty of resources out there to help guide you. If you want to know where to look, that's where the Greater Nashville Regional Council can do that's what they can do for you. It's so incredible. Rachel is the Outreach and Advocacy Manager. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so in a nutshell, how does your organization help our aging population?
Yeah, as the area agency on aging and disability, we have programs and services for older adults, adults with disabilities, their families, and their caregivers. We have an information and assistance helpline that's free and available to all community members, and that helps them navigate different community resources and think about the long-term care system, so we can offer referrals, resources, and then eventually get to the assessment piece as well.
I love how you said it's a wide array of folks that you're helping out. Are there any eligibility requirements?
Anyone is welcome to call the helpline, so it's free and available to all community members. The number is 615-255-1010. And so we answer a variety of questions. It can be, how do I sign up for Meals on Wheels? Or I need help with transportation. But we also have more in-depth conversations, like if your loved one gets a dementia diagnosis, you don't even know what questions to ask yet. That's okay too. And that's where our family caregiver support program can really step in and help. So we could connect you with an in-home dementia education specialist. We could refer you to some support groups. But then we also offer reimbursement for respite. So each program will have different eligibility. That's why we encourage anyone and everyone to call and just start asking those questions to get help. But specifically for family caregiver support, we can currently help 4 different categories of families. The first is if you're caring for someone who's over the age of 60. The second is if you are caring for an individual of any age with Alzheimer's or a related disorder. The third is if you're a caregiver who's 55 or older and caring for an adult with a disability. And the fourth is if the caregiver is a grandparent or a relative of any kind who's 55 or older and the primary caregiver for a child.
Wow. What a great way to let people know that they are not alone on this process, this journey through life. I know that you can also call and have questions about Medicaid. I mean, Medicare, excuse me, it's so confusing for everyone, but you have counselors that are on staff all the time.
That's right. One of our programs is called the State Health Insurance Assistance Program, SHIP, and that can offer free, unbiased, non-commissioned Medicare information. We also do plan comparisons for the annual enrollment period beginning in October. And so again, anyone can call this helpline and ask about what does my Medicare plan cover? What does it not cover? I need help paying for my prescriptions. A lot of people don't know that there are Medicare savings programs out there to help low-income individuals.
You know what I really love on your website is that you really push volunteering.
We have a very robust volunteer program. We serve a 13-county region, and so we have opportunities available both in person and remote. One of my favorites, that's how I got connected with GNRC originally, is through our letter writing campaign. And so anyone is welcome to write cards, letters. It's very family friendly regardless of age. You can just get some note cards and write a message, or if you have very artistic children that want to jump in and draw pictures. And so these get sent and distributed to older adults throughout the region.
And you always are hosting events to make sure that people are not alone. It's really incredible what you're doing, the resources that are there for everyone in this community. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, reach out if you have any questions, I mean anything. They can connect you to someone who can help. Visit GNRC.org.